Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed. Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise. Queen Nefertiti.
Nefertiti.
I've heard it both ways.
Now here's the twist, and there is a twist. We show it. We show all of it.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Hello and welcome back. Are you ready? Because I'm ready.
Now I can talk?
Yeah, I was talking to you this time.
Okay. So we did one intro. I'm gonna cut it. I cut it out. We did one intro and Steed bashed me for speaking too early. And this time I speak too late and there's an awkward pause in there.
Well, I was adapting to you. I was adapting to your needs.
I see. That's good. Yeah, good play. Good improv off that.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Chubstep. Steed and Jrad here. Steed is back in Illinois.
Yes.
Back
no
in
more
the
phone.
homeland.
I
No
got
more
the
phone.
proper background. I'm not in a van.
I kind of like the van background. It's kind of fun.
It was fun. Like sometimes when I, lean over, you guys could see a ladder in the background.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people were like, how tall was that ladder? Trying to figure out how tall I am.
Yes.
And I believe it was a 6-foot tall ladder. So you can take my head size and put it up to the ladder 6 times or something, and then find out my height.
Okay, perfect. So people want to. I didn't know you were keeping your height a secret.
Well, I am now.
Okay. From now on, you got to figure it out. It's not listed anywhere. I think I have my height listed on my IMDb. I think it's the only fact about my. It's the only fact listed.
Yeah, no, you do. You do.
Because
I looked at your IMDb one time and it's just okay.
The rationale for that was that at the time when I first created my IMDb, I wasn't paying for it, so this is a free IMDb, and the only thing you could add yourself was your height. That was the only information you could add about yourself. So I had it in there, and with the plans that later I would add more information, I had the full paid IMDb at one point, but I never updated anything because it was just there. And one time I met this producer guy when I worked in the film industry, and he came over and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're 6'5". You're right. I saw that on your IMDb."
Yeah, hell yeah. It was true.
It was true. It was true. It was true. Yeah. So by the way, people, Chubstep listeners, we are pretty up to date on YouTube now. So I've been pretty good about all the episodes as they're coming out on YouTube or out on Spotify, wherever you're listening to this, Apple Podcasts. They are out on YouTube within like a day or two. So if you want to wait for that, you can, or watch both, even better.
Yeah, you can see us. It's fun sometimes.
It's fun sometimes. Other times get very upset. Yeah.
It's like the same. Sometimes people leave us hate comments.
Yeah.
It drives me up the wall. I literally lose sleep.
Don't double click that iPhone headphone and skip this podcast, because we'll be right back with more Chubstep.
Well, I teased this last time. I teased the segment last time, but I wanted to, as you're getting more political, I'm seeing ads all the time now. You see the signs outside, you're seeing it on the commercial. I'm getting fake texts all the time saying this is Kamala Harris, and I know it's not Kamala Harris personally texting me.
Whoa.
But people asking to vote and stuff like that. So I looked up, because there's more than just 2 political parties in the U.S., right?
Yeah. There's like 2.5.
Yeah, exactly. Early on, there was a lot of parties that won presidential nominations that aren't around anymore, or transformed into the current parties, things like that. Right?
Yeah.
Federalists, the Whig Party, things like that. These are third parties, what we call third parties, that people either can vote. Like, these are ones that are on a ballot I've got some ones that are on ballot, some ones that aren't on ballot. I think all these are still around. If not, they were around as of the last election, 2020. So some of them might not be on the newest one, but they're around then. So I'm going to give you a little explanation of these, things. People know enough about Republicans and Democrats. I don't need to go into that.
Yeah.
So one of these is the Natural Law Party.
Okay, hang on. My roommate's dog is smashing my door. He wants to go slide on my bed. I'll be right back.
Let's let him in.
Okay, sorry about that. Literally, he will smash my door.
Well, this is actually good. It's going to be good, Steve. This is a good bing bong for the next segment because that's what we're talking about is roommates.
Bing bong. Okay.
We're talking roommates.
Yeah, I said my roommate instead of Pat. I mean, Pat. Just in case he made it onto the show. I don't know what your editing is, but his name is Pat. You know him.
Everybody's Frat Sullivan. He's been on the show before.
Yeah, 2 times now.
So, a couple times. So anyway, I'm going through the worst. Well, not the worst. This is just kind of the weirdest.
You can't say worst.
No, these aren't the worst. I'm not going to say worst. I had a different segment that was the worst candidates ever, but we're doing that at a different time. This is the strangest political parties on the ballot. So this was this is the Natural Law Party. So in the 2020 election, they got almost 3,000 votes, 2,986 presidential votes. So
that's big.
Yeah, this party, their big platform is that everything can be solved through alignment with the unified field of all the laws of nature through the use of transcendental meditation.
Okay.
And TM Cindy programs.
Okay.
So this is the type of like meditation.
I take it back. You can say the worst.
Okay. This one, yeah. So this one is interesting. So they like this is the type of like one where they say like a mantra. You say like a sound for 15 to 20 minutes twice a day.
Okay.
Like you might say hum, 15 minute, 20, that sort of thing. So transcendental meditation, they think that they could save like trillions of dollars if everybody was doing meditation all the time.
Okay.
Like everybody be less stressed out. They'd be more functional, more efficient.
Yeah.
And you'd save like trillions of dollars. That's kind of their whole.
That reminds me. I forgot to take my antidepressant this morning, so I'm going to take it right now.
Oh, good. Take it on the air.
Now, suck it. Suck it, transcendental mediators.
I know some of these words.
I just did that to rub it in their face. Go big pharma.
Good. I didn't even need to take it today. I just took an extra one just to prove them. Just to prove a wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's that one. That's an interesting one. And again, 3,000 people agree with that. Enough to vote them over a different political party.
Yeah, we got to execute those people.
Yeah. So this is another one. The Aloha Ainia Party. I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced, but it is on the ballot, but it's only available in Hawaii. So I'm not sure how you end up ever winning anything when you can only get the Hawaii amount of electoral
the one state. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 4. Okay. Hawaii gets 4. So you can't win the election with 4 votes, but let's say everybody voted for this. No. This one is basically for Hawaiian independence.
In the eyes of the law.
Okay, sure. I don't think that we'd let that happen because there's like a huge Navy base there and like an Army base.
Yeah.
So it would be tough for them to win that war, but good for them. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a revolution type of thing where like they're expecting they'd win that and then they're like, all right, now we're gonna like attack, or is it like they're gonna do it through democracy? Like diplomacy. I think is how they would. That would be.
They could do it.
Probably the smarter way to do it.
Yeah, where they're like, hey, we're independent, and America's like, okay, and then nothing changes. Like that.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, you can be independent. Sure, we're just gonna still collect taxes and send you federal aid and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, 49 states just doesn't sound good. You have to have a round number.
No, we'd have to add one.
You'd have to add one. You'd have to add one. If you got rid of it, we got to add Canada or something.
Yeah, that's why we didn't let Puerto Rico in.
That's right. You can't let Puerto Rico in because it's 51 just as weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
And the flag, all the flags would have to be...
and the amount of money it takes to change the flag is crazy.
Yeah, like all the flags.
So anyway, that one I think is I would not vote for that one probably. Basically their thought was that it was wrongfully taken from, the native inhabitants. I didn't do enough research to find out if that's accurate. Probably is, if I were to
How'd
guess.
they get out there in the first place? How do native people get to Hawaii?
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff. People were making boats that could travel further than people thought, right? They were going from island. Was island hopping even before the time of like Columbus and stuff like that between different native tribes. Basically, when Columbus was coming across, there was people throughout the like middle of the Atlantic Ocean that like had gone. They were like miles and miles away, but like they had taken a boat, even though they had very primitive boats. They had made
I
big enough ones to go from island to island. So it was just like slowly over years, people deciding they were going to go
and
take
then
some
you and
trip
your
in them.
boys are just like east it is, and you just keep going until
Well, I'm
you hit
sure.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, here's what they don't tell you is the amount of boats that went out there and never found anything and just disappeared forever, probably.
Yeah, a
You only
couple
know
could have
about the
went
people
down.
that made it. Oh yeah.
That's fair.
So another one is so these ones are not on the ballot, but you can still vote for them. They get
Okay.
enough votes. This one actually had more votes, even though it wasn't on the ballot in 2020. This is the Prohibition Party.
Oh
So,
God.
so they got almost 5,000 votes in 2020. Now, people might remember Prohibition as the
One of
not
the
being a lot.
worst.
Yeah, yeah, basically a bad political decision in America in the 1920s that led to a lot of basically illegal selling of alcohol. The mobsters rose up out of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was repealed with the 21st Amendment. Alcohol became legal to sell then, but it's the oldest existing third party in the United States. So it's still around. It's been around for a long time. They've changed kind of their thoughts on things. They still, it's still the Prohibition Party called that, but now they're also like, they're one like women's rights and a lot of these other things are that a lot of people are aligned with. But the fact that they're still kind of going behind the Prohibition Party name and all that, it's a little outdated, I would say. And I think
Yeah.
they give it enough of a try. It was around for a while. It wasn't just like a 6 month trial. It was years,
No.
right, of the
Yeah. A lot
prohibition
of
stuff.
bloodshed.
A
A
lot of
lot of bloodshed.
bloodshed, and
Moonshiners.
turns out it didn't work out. I would say that's not one I would be voting for. Here's one which I thought sounded really cool until I started digging deep into it. This is the United States Pirate Party.
Okay.
Now, in my mind, I'm thinking like me and the boys, Jack Sparrowing, going through the Caribbean.
Yep. Hmm. I'm
And
in.
then I was thinking like modern pirates are more like the Somali pirates, and that's not as sexy. That's more
Well, yeah, because the ships have motors.
the ships have motors. They're kind of like they're not nice ships a lot of times.
Yeah, and they get there too fast. It's about the journey,
Yes,
not
exactly.
the
Get there to
destination.
yeah. And I'm sure the pirates at the time were the exact same way, but like pirates of the old ones just kind of seem maybe because we dramatize it now and they seem cool, but maybe the pirates back then were just as kind of shitty, probably.
Yeah, I
But
mean, receiving end, you probably did not want to get your
yeah,
arm cut off with a sword.
yeah,
That probably would have
yeah,
sucked.
yeah. So here's what the pirate party is actually about. It's actually all about the global pirate movement and copyright laws. So it's
Oh
this
my
type of
God.
piracy. So I
That's
was
so
really
lame.
disappointed when I started reading through this one. So
Yeah.
their big thing is that they support copyright laws to reflect open source and free culture values, government transparency, and the protection of privacy and civil liberties. Basically, they're saying like nobody should, be able to hold any
Like
nobody should,
copyrights
yeah,
on stuff.
copyright type of things. Like it should be everybody should remove patents. Everybody should be able to do whatever. Kind of the China method, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, hacker ethic. That's what they talk about, hacker ethic. So when I started reading that, I was like, I'm kind of out on that.
Change your name.
Change your name, exactly. Different type of pirate. That whole term needs to change. All right, here is a good one, Steve. I thought you might like, and this one I might be voting for. This is the Transhumanist Party. Again, confused by the name. I thought
Oh
this
yeah.
was
No, I'm in.
you're in on this. Okay. I thought this had to do with like trans rights or something like that. When I
Oh
read
no.
through this, this is the belief in improving human individuals through science and technology.
Yep.
So like space migration, cryogenic suspension. These are like the people that want to like freeze your body for
Implants
100
and
years,
stuff.
implants, all that kind of stuff. Cyborg people.
Yeah.
This one I'm in on.
Why do we need to vote a president in on that? Can't they just like start putting them in? That sounds like it would be a better like company than guy running for president.
Yes, 100%. I would, I don't know if we need, I agree. Maybe just need a transhumanist czar. I think would probably be a better,
A czar would be
'cause,
better.
I think, not that I really know what that exactly means, but I know that term gets thrown around a lot. So that
Or
was
for
kind of
Russia.
those are the ones, a lot of the other ones, I mean, there's so many other ones on the ballot or not on the ballot, but a lot of them are just kind of like extreme versions of like super right wing, super left wing, or they're like, we're just in the middle. We just want everybody to be happy. And it's like, that's boring shit. So I just got the ones that are a little more interesting here.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil? I think I'm in charge.
You want to talk sheep clone? I got
Sheep
two
clone.
animal segments. Yeah, and I've teased it for 3 weeks. The monkey stuff.
Oh my God, I thought we got past the monkey stuff. All right, let's start with sheep
No,
clone.
I didn't talk about the monkey stuff.
Okay, sheep clone.
I want to do monkey stuff first now.
Okay, monkey stuff.
Okay. Bad monkey news. This is bad monkey news.
Okay.
Worldwide ring of criminals taken down. Worldwide. What's their crime? Monkey torture.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of the weirdest things I've come across. And there was like, some big investigation, US, UK. I think the big country was, Indonesia. They were doing the monkey torture in Indonesia. These people were paying Indonesian guys to like torture monkeys.
Did they film it? Is this like a torture type of thing?
Yeah, they would film it and like whatever, send it out and put it on Facebook and Telegram. And then the people in like, the whatever groups they were in would like, cash app them $10 or something, and then they make monkey torture video.
Weird. So this is like
really weird.
Was there like some sort of law in place where like you would get in trouble if you're doing that to humans, but you could get away with it with monkeys, and they're like the closest thing to humans, so they were like, we can make money off this? What is the
I don't know, because the guys in Indonesia got arrested who were doing the monkey torture.
Yeah.
Because they would, I don't want to go into the monkey torture.
No,
but they were torturing the monkeys.
Okay, I can take your word for it.
So those guys got arrested. Then some BBC guys, they were on the case, and they tracked down some Americans that were like in these monkey chat groups. One guy's screen name, it was Torture King. So badass. And they did, he just did an interview, and they took a picture of him, and he's standing in front of a Confederate flag and a Trump flag.
Oh, great.
Do with that what you will.
Yeah. So this guy was in America, but most of this was in Asia.
So the people around the world were paying the guys in Indonesia to do the monkey torture.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And they just, send around the different monkey videos. So he's being investigated. Charges are going to get brought by Department of Homeland Security. Yeah. A grandma from Alabama, she was a ringleader. Some sweet old grandma was sending $10 out to Indonesia to get the monkey torture videos. A guy named Mr. Ape, who BBC won't release his name, but his screen name is Mr. Ape.
So these people were not trying to hide anything.
No.
Torture, ape, they were just saying it in their name, the illegal thing that they were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he did an interview, and he said he was responsible for the death of at least 4 monkeys. At least. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know. Well, I guess it has to be in Indonesia because we don't have access to monkeys here, right?
We don't have the monkey.
Yeah, the monkeys. And there's always weirdos out there that like things getting tortured. I mean, it's kind of like I talked about a while ago, that haunted house that was like the guy was like torturing people basically and filming it.
Yeah,
And like it was the hard, if you got through it, they'd pay you $10,000 or something like that. But you never actually got through it because it just kept going and kept going.
legal.
Um, and then he would film it and then like show the videos to people, that sort of thing. And I
Okay.
think this is the same sort of people that would be into that. Obviously,
Yeah,
I kind of
probably.
feel like whoever signs up for that, if you watch that video, I feel like you should just get arrested. And I feel like there might not be a way that you can be fixed from that.
Yeah, we
If
can't
you're
let you out
into
of
that
jail.
sort of thing, no, I don't think you'd be let out of
Cannot let
jail.
you out of jail. You're a ticking time
Is
bomb.
is there a way that they could, or a good punishment? I like the eye for an eye type of thing here. You have the monkeys torture the people that watch these videos once they get caught. So like
Yeah.
you put the guy in a gorilla cage, like a
Okay.
Harambe situation.
Yeah.
But or like you lather them up with bananas, right? You like rub banana puree all over their bodies, and then you stick them in a monkey
hmm
cage.
hmm Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that in Indonesia, because the
You're right.
video or they've got a picture of like one of the most brutal torturers getting
Yeah.
arrested by cops, and one cop's just wearing like a tracksuit. The guy who's being arrested is smoking a cigarette, just like being arrested
Yeah.
actively smoking a cigarette, and the other cop's just like some chill guy. Not no cop close.
God, you're right. See, that is the kind of the fun thing about a country where you can get away with a little more. Like, yeah, you could be falsely accused for something and get thrown into jail accidentally, probably for a crime you didn't commit, but also like you could get away, you could give somebody that deserves a bad punishment, like, the blender
Yeah,
treatment or put them in with a banana smoothie, make them a
you
banana
could
smoothie.
blend them up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then feed them to the
To
monkeys
the
that you were
monkeys.
torturing.
There we go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good thing that they got taken down. Apparently, this was just like all over YouTube and everything, and they just like can't keep up with the amount. Um, Somebody like exposed the whole thing because they were on YouTube watching like cute animal videos or
Yeah.
something, and then she said her algorithm just like slowly, for some reason, started going into like animal torture videos. And she was like, "What is going on
Oh
here?"
my God. He probably like saw something where like a dog like hits his head on a table and then like starts
Yeah,
like barking or something. And she like laughed at that and then it just slowly goes from there. Bad.
I guess. I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got busted. There you
But
go, Steve.
the next animal story I have is it's more fun. It's more light.
Not for while you can, monkey boy.
While we're on the negativity, Steve, I wanted to give you a safe space. You already started complaining about your roommate's internet connection, which has been spotty for this.
Yeah, it's been very spotty. I'm gonna have to upgrade or something.
I want you to air out in a safe space, air out your grievances about your roommate.
You want me to
And
air out
then,
my grievances?
yeah, and then I'm going to respond with what his grievances were about you.
Oh my God. Hey Jared, if only I were shocked about this.
I
Turns
prompted
out
him. I prompted him with this. He didn't.
turns out my roommate's loyalties lie with me because he told me you asked him this.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
Okay.
I have a list of his grievances with you too.
Oh, good. I like this. I like to turn the tables on me.
Yeah, the
Good.
tables have been turned.
Good.
Okay,
I like
the tables
this.
have been
I
turned.
like this.
Okay, grievance. All right, I'll give you a grievance. This is a grievance that I've told him already. I told him like day 2.
Okay.
He chews with his mouth open.
Okay. Yeah.
And it makes me want to stab my ears out.
Yeah.
With an ice pick.
Yeah. So, Steve, you have a similar thing to my family, which is like my wife chews with her mouth closed. But if
Good.
it's just the two of us eating and there's not some sort of background noise and I'm just
Oh
hearing
no!
her
Oh yeah!
chewing,
Lose
even if
your
she's chewing
mind.
with her mouth closed, I'm sitting there like tensing up, like I'm going
Please,
to
God, please.
like stab this fork in my eye, even though she's literally doing nothing wrong. She's just so, especially somebody shooting with the mouth open, which happens at family gatherings, not with my immediate family, more extended family. Yes, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So that's something. I mean, the main reason I like living alone is so I don't have to hear other people chewing.
Just blast Slayer or something while you're eating heavy metal while you're
AC/DC. Just
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what's now? Are you going to hit me with the grievance?
Oh, then I'll hit with the grievance. Yeah. Okay. So, did he tell you what his were?
No.
Oh, okay. He said that you stole his dog, and you won't let it sleep in with him.
Okay.
You mentioned that on the show.
Yeah. I mean, so what happened is day 2 of me moving in here, dog smashed on my door at 2 in the morning and wanted to come in. So I was like, all right, you can come sleep with me. And he loved it. I'm looking at him. He's sleeping in my bed right now. Pat's downstairs home, and this dog just prefers to sleep on my bed like a little angel. And now we're best friends.
There you go.
That's not on me.
So that's on the dog.
Yeah.
Do you have one about me then? A grievance about me?
Yeah. One of Pat's grievances against you.
Yes.
He says you haven't come to visit him in his new house. So your dad has to come bring Pat sushi. I don't.
Yeah, my dad has stopped by the house you now live in and dropped off.
Yeah, but you haven't.
And I have not. No, that's a good point. I have not. I have 3 of my high school friends and my grandma all live in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
And yeah, you're right. I need to spend more time there. Okay, here's a grievance about you, Steed. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. This is a 2-part episode. Me and Steed will be gone in Houston for some of the time we're going to be recording this. So it's a 2-part episode. We'll have more of that story when we get back. Email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Rate us on whatever thing you're listening to the podcast on. I know you listen to it somewhere, and there's some sort of rating system. Ideally, the top rating.
Give us a YouTube comment.
YouTube comment. You're right. YouTube comment. YouTube
nice
like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even if you don't watch it on YouTube, if you subscribe to us, that'd be big. That'd be huge. So the show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.